Yeah, and I think we are live now.
We're live.
Okay.
On time as well. I'm shocked at that, especially when I wasn't having all the problems. On time.
Yes, so we are live on Facebook now. So yes, Tracy, if you would like to open Facebook, you can also see the comments. So hello,
Okay.
everyone. Welcome everyone joining us on Facebook. So this is Let's Talk FM, Secrets of Success, and episode number 16. So mine and your special guest today is Tracy Mckay. So hello, Tracy.
Hello.
How are you
Hello,
doing?
everyone. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. So thank you very much, Tracy, for accepting the invitation. And we are going to talk about quite important topic today, because we're going to talk about selling FM products on social media, but we are going to focus mostly on TikTok. So basically,
Okay.
uh, you've been with FM for quite a while, but not everyone knows you yet. So could we just start from your background? So could you tell our listeners a little bit about your background and how you got started with FM?
Okay. I've been with FM for 5 years now, but getting started, I'm a single mum. I've got three children, and I was really looking for a little extra income. So I was looking for at least £50 extra per week just to help with um, treat my kids, really, just doing nice things with them. And my first month, I earned, with my instant profit and my bonuses, I earned £589 because I can always mind it because I've done a live about it on my social media. So £589 I made in my very first month, and I couldn't believe it. And I had
That's
bought
amazing.
fragrances from someone, and I just fell in love with them. I did get approached to join the company 6 months prior to me joining, and I didn't want to. I was quite happy, and then 6 months down the line, I did decide to join, and it was 5 years later. 5 years past in March, I've been with the company and loving it, and loving selling to everyone, and just doing everything that I do.
Amazing. I can see behind you quite a lot of FM fragrances.
Yes, that's my stash.
Okay.
That's my stash.
So yes, obviously fragrances are our flagship product. And obviously we can see that you love FM fragrances, but do you also sell and use other FM products? If yes, can we just focus a little bit on your favorite ones?
My favourite one is either the Slim Body, which I lost just going on 2 stone on that. So
Oh,
that was,
wow, that's quite a lot.
yeah, that was a year past in October. I started it. I think it was when we were going out to Dubai.
Mm.
I started on the Slim Body, and I lost just under 2 stone in total by using it. And believe me, I don't exercise. It's a thing I don't do. I don't believe in it. I'm too old to start with, but I don't exercise. I walk a lot in my job because I'm a carer in the community. So I'm getting in and out of like houses and looking after the elderly. So that's what I do in my day job. So I'm
Mhm.
on my feet quite a lot. But just eating a normal meal, and I don't eat 3 meals a day either. I tend to eat 2 meals. So I was just taking 2 sachets per day.
Okay.
So they were lasting a bit longer as well. But that between that, I would say, and now I go on to the drainer. So when I feel a bit bloated, I go into the drainer, or the fat killer. I go
Yeah.
between those. So, but the nutritional products, those three are the three main ones that I use, and I would thoroughly recommend them to anyone.
Yeah, they are quite amazing. And they're part of the Fit6 program, and people really get good results without yo-yo effect, which is quite important to say. How about fragrances?
Well, fragrances are the main thing that I sell. That is a big thing that I sell. So between fragrances and the fat killing drainer, that's the products that I sell.
Mhm. Have you got a favorite fragrance?
My favourite just now is the 726.
Okay. Okay.
726, one of the newer ones that came out.
Yeah.
That's my favourite.
So guys, check that out if you haven't tried that yet. So Tracy, we're going to focus on selling FM products online, but we're going to focus on TikTok. So how long have you been on TikTok, and have you learned everything on your own, or did you attend any courses, or did you watch any videos? How did you start selling on TikTok, and why did you decide to use TikTok to promote FM products?
I was struggling with Facebook and Instagram with products. There is a lot of people that do Facebook and Instagram. Instagram, I've got no clue about. I have tried to use it, cannot use it. It just goes over the head. Facebook, I've always been able to get my way around Facebook, but I was starting to struggle, especially in lockdown, and there was more people coming in and things like that. So I was still getting the sales. I was still putting 2,000-3,000 points through a month, as along with my team sales and things like that. But it was my daughter, Tamara, who had said to me last year, she's on TikTok quite a lot, and she went, Mum, there's people on here selling those fragrances that you do. I went, oh, give me a shot of that, let me see. So she gave me the iPad that she was using, and I'm looking through and seeing what they were doing type thing. And I went, right, so how do I set up one of these accounts? So Tamara sat down with me and we set up the shop. But that was a hard part because you've got to have so many followers and things like that before you go live. And I was completely new to TikTok. I had not even an account. So I had to set up with an account, and then I had to gain the followers and just work at it. So that's been 18 months now I've been on TikTok.
Okay.
And it is a learning curve daily because they do change things constantly. TikTok is something new, and I did watch lots and lots of videos and things like that to train myself because there's nothing out there for it. So I have to watch lots and lots and just take it all in. And I'm a dinosaur when it comes to technology. I'm rubbish at it. So honestly, I'm really terrible.
But you succeeded. So for someone new to selling on TikTok, where do you recommend they start?
Well, they need to start with making sure they've got an account. They need to have an account. They need to have some followers on their account as well. And then once they have an account, it's a matter of opening up a shop and linking your own TikTok account to the shop account, because you've got to link the two of them together. And that's where you start, really. It's just making sure that you've got your own account, first of all, and then setting up a shop and adding products into the shop and linking it to your personal TikTok account, or opening an account up solely for you to link the two of them together. You don't need to do it on your personal account if you don't want to, but everyone's different. They may have one account just solely to use on TikTok.
Do you need to have a certain number of followers to be able to sell on TikTok or not?
Not to sell on it, you can sell on it, but for you to do live videos and stream live from your shop, you need 1,000 followers to go live.
Okay. So how would you recommend people to gain those followers?
It's the same with any social setting on your network and things like that. It's commenting, liking. Like on TikTok, it's like wee hearts. You click on the wee hearts type thing, and you can repost products as well on TikTok. Like if somebody shares a video, you can repost that video as well. So it's just the same as what you would do on Facebook or Instagram. It's commenting, liking, building a wee bit of rapport, following them, and then a lot of the time then they'll follow you back, and that's how you build up your followers.
So basically engagement. And how often do you need to post to TikTok?
It really depends. I do try and do a few times a day. I try and post a couple of products a few times a day, just to keep the engagement. And I do tend to go live as much as I can, depending on my job, because like I've got my job, full-time job, and then I look after my grandchildren every day as well. So I need to work my time schedule round that. I did go live this afternoon just for about half an hour when I was passing up some orders, because I was off today. But it's just really down to each individual person and how you post. But I would recommend you do at least one every day. If you can do more, then do more. I've got a wee dog in the background, just like here's the door. So it is doing what it can.
Okay. So what are the key differences between selling on TikTok and other social media platforms? Because obviously you started focusing on TikTok, right? So what would be the key differences?
The key differences to me on TikTok is that everyone's on it to buy something. If you go into TikTok, there's something on there that somebody's going to buy. You can buy sweets, you can buy anything on TikTok. It's like a minefield, and everyone uses it. And it's not just adults. I know children are not meant to go on TikTok. You're not meant to be an age restriction, but everyone uses TikTok. So there's more likely that you'll sell more products on TikTok because you have the shop there and things like that. I do know certain people that haven't got a shop, but they post their FM products onto TikTok, or they post it and then they divert them to their websites. So a lot of people do that. But it's just getting expanding and expanding. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, TikTok. And if you're selling anything, that's one of the best places to go. Me personally, especially with all the restrictions that you get on Facebook and Instagram, when you post certain things, you've got to watch how you word things. You've got to watch how you word things with any social media, but mainly on TikTok, people go there really to purchase and get a laugh, because they scroll through, and then when they're scrolling through, they see a product and then they go, oh, and then midnight shopping, and I can wake up to a lot of orders in the morning, some people, because they're scrolling.
And you know, when people think about TikTok, it's all about videos. So what type of content do you post? Do you only post videos, or do you also post images?
You can do both. You can post funny videos and you can make like reels. You can use your CapCut and TikTok, and you can make up like you can do wee video reels and things like that with them. And I do that on odd occasion. But at the moment, I've been finding more people are engaging on just images at the moment. Me personally, it may be different for somebody else's account, but my account personally, I do put an odd video up, but 9 times out of 10 it's images, but you can put more than one image up so that they're swiping similar to Instagram. They can swipe like that type thing and see more images.
So can you share some tips for creating engaging content or viral videos? What people should consider?
I think sometimes as well, talking, see if you actually go on and record a video and put it on, that can get a lot of exposure as well. People like to see who they're purchasing from. So it is good to put yourself out there. And for me, the first 3 or 4 months, you never seen me on the TikTok videos. It was my hands you seen. It was only my hands. Because I was dead worried about how people would take to me type thing, or what they would think. But I don't know. Everyone's different, because everyone's got their own personality and their own individual people. And some people come across really funny and like to make really good videos and things like that. And then other ones, their videos will go viral just based on a product. But also, when people purchase as well, if they post about that product, that can also make that product go viral as well. Or if they share the product and it gets into the right context, that it make it go viral. So everything's different. There's no right way about it, no wrong way about it. It's just trial and error.
Yeah, but I think obviously people need to get to know you. That's number one. And also they need to trust you as well, right? And so you need to be genuine. You need to be trustworthy when you sell the products. And also you need to know the product, and you need to use the products yourself, right? So that's perhaps one of the key factors as well that people should consider. Let's talk a little bit about engagement, because let's say people watch your videos, people watch the content that you're posting. Obviously, you engage with them by commenting or answering their queries, etc. But okay, having followers and people commenting and liking your content is one side. How do you convert your followers into customers?
It's really on the lives that you convert a lot of them into customers, because you will get a lot of people coming on. I do also try and do an odd giveaway on my live as well, because you can do giveaways on your live. It's when you're on the live, you post up a product, and it's like a countdown that you get. You can post it like a giveaway for 5 minutes, and it allows them to share your video or comment on what you've actually put down.
Yeah.
And then that gets more people in. And then it's really just talking to everyone, just being normal, and asking how everybody's day is going. And you do get a rapport. I've got a lot of people that come on just to talk to me. 9 times out of 10 they do make a purchase. Not every time they're on, but like, they get to know you, they get to know your family, they get to know what you're doing. But you do need to watch what you're saying on TikTok, because there is certain restrictions, because they can actually restrict your live, or they can kick you off the live straight away.
Yeah.
The way you word things as well. So you've got to be really, really careful in what you say. But it's just really engaging with everyone, making sure that they know that you're a real person, and just having a laugh and knowing your products is all about somebody asks for something, or if somebody asks for something and I don't have it, I do order it in for them. I'll say to them, look, I'll order it in for you. And with us knowing with the delivery times as well, like our delivery times can be within a couple of days at the moment. Sometimes it can be a week. I can let them know, right, I'm placing an order tonight, it'll be here in the shop for you to purchase on such and such a day. And then I send them a wee private message to let them know that product's now in if you're going to go ahead and make a purchase. If not, that's fine. There's no problem if you don't. But 9 times out of 10, they thank you because you've actually went out your way and ordered it in for them. And they'd make that purchase. And then tell friends and family as well.
And so how long are your lives?
It depends. I get carried away. Sometimes I could be on an hour. Sometimes I could be on 3 hours and not realise I've been on so long.
Okay.
So it just really depends what time I've got. So there's no time scale how long I'm on them. If it gets busy and then I'm packing up, because I do tend to print orders off as they're coming in and package them up as well, so that people can see their products getting packed up live as well. Plus, it gives you that safety net when you're packing a product up live. There's someone messages and go, you've only put 1 bottle in there and there should be 2, and you go, I'll just go back and check the live because your package was getting packed up live type thing. So it gives you that safety net as well.
And Tracy, so when people buy products from you through TikTok, do you later on follow up?
Sometimes I do. I did a lot at the beginning when I was just starting out, but now most of the people come on to the live saying that, oh, my parcel arrived today, love it. I've told my sister and that, and let you know. And then I always make sure I say to them, look, please pop in onto my text, onto your order and place the review for your product. So the more reviews and things like that you get from the customers for the products, it helps with your ratings of your shop as well. So my ratings just now are 4.7. 5 is the highest you can get. So it's good to have like good ratings. The more ratings you've got in your shop, the more TikTok push your products out to show more products to other people. So it does help to get that.
Yeah. And what's the most popular product, or the product that you sold a lot so far? What is it?
473. And that's I would say maybe about 700 or something like that sold.
Oh, wow.
Sold more out with TikTok, but solely on TikTok, 473. That's just the pure range. That's not going in and looking at the pheromone or the intense range, but that's my best seller at the moment. Between that one and then 910. 910 sells a lot.
Okay, that's a really amazing result, I must say. Obviously, everybody uses hashtags, whether it's Facebook or Instagram and TikTok. So what would be your recommendation on how to utilize things like hashtags or trends or other features that you can find on on TikTok?
Hashtags are really good to use because it gets your products out there, and there's different apps that you can use to find the best hashtags for your niche as such, because you want to make sure you're engaging with the correct people as well, so that it's getting pushed out to the correct people. So hashtags are really, really good to use. Regards to music and things like that, once you set up your shop and when you start linking products, because you can link a product to that video. So if I do a picture or a video of 473, I can link my shop product to that video. So people just need to click on the link next to the video to actually get the product. So once you've connected those, you only get access to commercial music, and commercial music is rubbish.
Okay.
It's not the greatest. But that's all you get access to, because I think a thing came in a few months back that TikTok didn't want to pay, and how you pay like royalties or whatever type thing. They didn't want to pay it, so the music's not as great on selected things, but because I've got a shop. But you use what you've got, and it still works.
Okay. And do you use any specific tools or analytic, I don't know, features in order to measure your success, your sales, your engagement, comments, likes, etc.?
That's all on TikTok in the background. So everything, it shows you everything that you've sold and things like that. So through your shop, you get your analytics through your shop. And you can see what your bestseller is for that week. You can see how many people have engaged. You can see how many followers you get on your live. So that is all there for you, which is a good thing to have. And you're not having to like record anything. Everything is actually there for you, which is a good thing. In my book, I think it's really good, because this is technology is not my strong point, but it does allow you to see how many people stayed on your live. You can see who's on your live. You can see how many followers. Like the other night there, I got 97 followers just from the live. But people do drop off. They'll follow you just for the live, and then a couple of days later, they do drop off. But it's just being consistent and trying to build up type thing, because it's hard, because some people will follow you expecting you to follow them back. And with me, with it being a business, I don't follow people back, because it is a business. It's completely different if it was my personal account. But with it being a business, I don't want to have lots and lots and lots of followers on my account. If they follow me, they're following me for those products solely. And if you don't follow them back, some people will drop off.
And what is the best time to post to TikTok? Obviously, you know, in the UK, what's the best time to do it? What's the best time to go live from your experience?
There's no best times. Everything, it depends on your niche and what products you're promoting. I've tried all different times to go live and do posts and things like that. Always normally trying to do a product post in the morning before I go out to work. So I do one in the morning before I go out, and then see how that goes. And then later on that day, pop up another one. But regards to the lives, I never ever used to go live through the day. It was always in the evening, unless it was a weekend, because I get every second weekend off with my work. So I would go in the live in the afternoons at the weekends. And they done okay. But there last week, I was on live. I was off Friday last week. Thursday and Friday I was off last week work, and I went live both afternoons. The sales last week was just mind-blowing, which I wasn't expecting, because it was an afternoon. I thought everybody would be at work, but either that, everybody must work shifts, or they don't work and they've got too much money. But it went daft. But today, when I was on today, it was quieter. So it's just, there's no set time. It's some people will go late at night, some early in the morning. It just depends.
And do you have customers only from the UK, or do you also sell through TikTok to other countries?
You can't sell through other countries. You can only ship out into the UK and Northern Ireland from your TikTok shop. If someone came on from another country and they asked about the products, I would just say to them, oh, look, I can supply that product for you. Can't do it on the TikTok shop. I says, but you can inbox me and I can give you some information. and then I can do it that way. So if they're like in Republic of Ireland and things like that, then I can order from the global site and still have it shipped out to them. So that I'm not losing a customer. But there is ways round about it. But you've got to be careful how you word certain things, as I say on TikTok. It's they try you redirecting and things like that. They're not a big fan of.
Okay, yeah. So that's really good to know. That's a really good.
As long as you let them know to contact you through your account, just email, not email you, but pop your message through your TikTok shop, and then deal with that way. And hopefully you can still get an order out to the customer.
Okay. Do you use paid promotions, or do you focus mostly on organic traffic?
Organic. I've never paid for anything.
So you don't pay for anything. It's just purely organic traffic.
Yeah, I've never paid for anything. I've not tried it. With other people that are on TikTok, like there is a wee discussion, like a wee chat that we're all in type thing, other sellers that you get to know and things. And they say they've tried it and it's not worth it. Certain ones, other ones have says that it helps them with their business depending on what their niche is, if it's clothing or different things like that. But me personally, I've never paid for it.
As we started our conversation from you getting on TikTok, not being a tech person or IT person. So have you faced any challenges while growing your audience and selling on TikTok? And if so, how did you overcome these challenges?
I've not really had challenges. The only ones I've had, I would say, is products not getting approved in the shop. It's trial and error as well, the way you post your products not getting approved. So you've got to just continue with trying a different way to post the products, because sometimes there'll be some highlighted because they use that AI type thing. Some's highlighted that they pick up and, oh, that word's not correct, or like an ingredient is got like tobacco in it. If tobacco's an ingredient, they'll knock it back straight away. So you've got to make sure you go through everything, all the ingredients and everything like that when you're posting the products, to make sure that the product gets approved as well. So that's the only thing I would say that I've had issues with. It is pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it. Once you get the hang of putting the products in and dealing with everything. But as I say, technical minded, I'm not. I'm rubbish at technology. My daughter's always grabbing the phone because I take 5 minutes to send a message. I'm terrible. She just grabs the phone off me and goes like that, and then next minute it's gone. But I'm terrible. But if I can do it, MD can do it. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. And Tracy, sometimes people can be negative, and obviously you focus on organic traffic, and some people may put some negative comments, right? And yes, as I said, they may be negative. How do you deal with such things? How do you deal with negativity or negative comments or something that it's not really nice?
Me personally, I make a bit of a joke out of it. Being Scottish, I've got a wicked sense of humour. My sense of humour's not for everyone, and I just make a joke out of it, and I'm saying, I'm really sorry, our products are not for everyone. We can't make you like something and things like that. But 9 times out of 10, when I'm on a live, my customers fight back for me. So they comment, I've been using these products for such and such, and then they make a comment and things like that. But the more they comment on your live, if they're not happy about something, it pushes your live out as well. So them commenting or them commenting on your live, it does help with the traffic going out. But you can mute them. You can actually mute them from commenting as soon as if there's something really not nice, then normally I would just mute them. You'll get the odd ones that have actually come on as well, and try and take your customers to see if I've not got something in stock. That annoys you a wee bit. They come on and go, oh, message me such and such, and I'm like, that's not the way you do things. that niggles at me. But apart from that, you've got to just go on with it. It's biting your tongue and just let them see that they're not going to affect you. Even if it does affect you, just mute them so that they can't continue. Because some people out there that in general, they're just not happy people.
Mm-hmm.
They're always looking at the negative side of things. And me personally, I just like to be in the positive side and just be happy and go on with it type thing, and supply nice products to people and make money from it.
Yeah. And obviously, you've said that you've posted quite a lot of content and you do lives. How do you keep yourself motivated? And what do you do to sustain creativity, to be creative all the time?
It's just really making sure it, it's hard to keep motivated. It is. There's times like I suffer from like uh, mental health and things like that. I do withdraw quite a lot. If there's things getting to me the past couple of weeks, I've not been in a good place with a lot that's been going on with the business, and I pull back and I withdraw, and it's like I put a wall up around myself, and then I'll stop myself with posting products. I'll stop myself with going live and things like that. But it's hard to keep in the right mindset. But the way I look at it, if you don't keep in the right mindset, there's somebody else that's going to come along and do exactly what you're doing anyway. So it's like just make sure that you're out there all the time, so to keep your customers happy. But me personally, it is hard. Everybody suffers through different things on a daily basis, but you've got to just keep at it. For a few months there, I hadn't been live because I had a lot going on, like family and things like that. So my health as well, because I was suffering from certain things I was in and out of hospital with, and I hadn't been live. But
Okay.
I pushed myself around it, and I thought, well, if I don't go live, then my products don't sell. So I've got this stock here, buy it in because I know this is what sells.
Yeah.
And you've got to motivate yourself if you want to earn. You've got to try and keep yourself motivated, but it is hard. There is days that like you're not in a good place, but it's like, well, and then once you go into live, it does make you feel better because people come and start talking to you and all that, and it gets you in a better mood as well. So it's just getting out your comfort zone.
Yeah. 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 So we've discussed the sales aspect. Do you sometimes find potential business partners that you sign up as a team members and then basically you start growing FM business with them? Or you use TikTok only for selling the products?
I do. I have signed up some people from TikTok. They've not like bought loads and loads of products or retailed. A lot of them are just like for their own benefit for their customer accounts, so that they can get access to the daily products that we have, the deals and things like that. But I know I should push it out more to actually retail through and get business partners through TikTok. I've just not. It's finding the right way to do it. I was talking to my daughter the other day there as well. There is ways that you can go about doing it type thing. And me and her in discussions now on how we're going to do it, because Tamara does help me a lot with because she goes on as a moderator when I'm on TikTok as well. So if I miss any comments and things like that, she's there. So we're having discussions on how we're going to take TikTok and allow it to help recruit. So there is ways of doing it. It's just getting around it.
Are there any future plans for expanding your FM product sales on TikTok, or something exciting that you are planning to launch?
Really just I'm looking to with my TikTok, it's fragrances and makeup side of it. So when you set up your shop, it's a category you set up in. So at the moment, I can't put my nutritional products onto TikTok because I'm under the health and beauty section. So whereas TikTok, the what do you call it? The nutritional products fall under a completely different category. They fall under the health and wellbeing category. So my next stage is hopefully setting up a shop just solely for those products, and hope that takes off type thing. But as I say, it's because I would need to set up another shop. I cannot link it to the account I've already got because the account linked to it. So it means then starting from scratch again, building up followers and things like that. So my target will be to people that are like on a weight loss journey as such, to help them with a weight loss journey. So that is my next thing that I'm looking into doing. hopefully.
Sounds like a good and big project, basically.
Well,
So Tracy, yeah. So Tracy, if we could somehow summarize what we've spoke today, and if we missed something, we can just add it. But in few steps, how would you once again explain someone to start selling FM products using TikTok? Just a few simple steps.
Your first step is make sure you have your TikTok account. And then once you've got your account, is go in and set up the shop and make sure you've got the correct category for the shop for the products you're putting on. As I say, health and well-being covers me for like candles, diffusers, makeup, fragrances. So I can put all those body balm, shower gels all in that section. So set it up to make sure it's the correct section. Make sure you're listing the products properly, because they will get rejected if you don't list them properly. Ingredients, you need to make sure that you put all the ingredients and things like that, and if they're spray bottles or if they're foams, you need to categorize everything because there's sections there that you've got to fill in. A bit about the product, make sure that you put fragrance notes and things like that in of that product as well. And you also need to do the weight and things like that, size measurements of the product, all that's got to be listed in because that covers what the postage comes out to. So make sure that you do that. And then once you do that, your product gets reviewed by TikTok, and then eventually it'll go live, and then you've got your first live product up there to start selling. But it is pretty simple once you get the hang of it. It can be a bit frustrating if you're getting products rejected, but it's just make sure that you categorise them properly so that they fall into the correct categories and getting them out there to go live. But it's me, I could turn around and say now it's easier for me because it is easier for me now because I'm used to what I'm doing. But for somebody new, it can be frustrating and hitting your head off a brick wall because they sometimes are rejected and you don't know why they're getting rejected. But there's no cheat sheet. I learned everything from scratch. I watched videos and I had no one to help me. I learned everything and I'm still learning because they do change things constantly. There's something new coming out all the time. But once you start getting so many sales through, once you've got like something like 500 sales or something like that, you're allocated an account manager through TikTok. So you've got someone there to talk to if there's something, there's an issue or a product's been lost and you've raised a ticket for it and things like that and getting nowhere, then you can go through the account manager to try and resolve the issue, because then the account manager is someone based in China. Most of your account managers are from China, and they can then correspond to the correct department in their own language, which helps because they don't know that. But as I say, it's pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it, but I would thoroughly recommend anyone try it. It is worth it. Me personally, I would say it's worth it. And it's a big platform. Platform.
Okay, fabulous. It was really beneficial. I've learned a lot as well, and I hope that all of our listeners learned a lot of useful information. So thank you very much. The podcast, it's been recorded, so it is going to stay on our Facebook page, but also it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel. And I recommend everyone to check out our YouTube channel because everything is divided into playlists there. So you can find useful information about our products, about previous podcasts, and so on. So Tracy, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you very much for all of the information. And that was really, really useful and exciting.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Tracy. So all the best with your future projects and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.